All right, part three. Here we go. We're going to talk a little bit about how you can get in front of a coach and when and what that means, what you'll need to do, decisions you'll have to make. And they're not easy decisions necessarily. So you better get good at decision making. That's the other thing. Your decisions around your nutrition, your rest, your recovery, your development. These things are uh, situations where parents usually jump in and they make the decision for the kid, and I'm not a big fan at all of that. Obviously, if it's a life or death situation, a parent needs or a coach needs to jump in, but as a student athlete develops, they need to understand the decision making process. And if you've always made the decision for them, when they're put in a tougher situation, it's going to be difficult for them to all of a sudden rise to the occasion when they haven't had to in the past. So, by the way, we got a little Sacred Heart hat going on here from Matt Fisher, and that's where Connor Fredericks is going. We'll get into that a little bit later. And repping the Chittenango shirt with the Bearcat logo on there from Albany Shoes and Sports. So a little plug there. So this is where we probably make some enemies now that we've shouted out Sacred Heart and Albany Shoes and Sports with our friends. We'll start talking about sports specialization. So this is where there's a lot of confusing information out there, and I'm going to tell you right up front. Aside from listening to me right here in the beginning, don't don't necessarily take what I'm saying as the word. Like, you need to get out and do your own research because everybody has their own angle. I'll tell you right now, my angle is that our kids, our student athletes, they sustainably grow in a safe, effective and efficient manner. That's it. We want them to get to their goals as safely and as quickly as possible, but it has to be sustainable. And that's all that I care about, really. That they get to where they need to get, and so that when they get there, they can be successful. And then later on in life, hopefully, they don't have to pay for that process too much with injuries and breakdown and other things. So, we're talking about sports specialization and how do you get recruited. So, if you're trying to get recruited, for starters, let's just take a step back and talk about what everybody likes to say is okay, well, if you're playing three sports, you're healthier. But that's what all the research says. Okay, read the research. Okay, don't misquote the research. This is the most annoying thing that I see happen, and it's misquoted by everybody. It's misquoted by athletic directors. It's misquoted by the state athletic association. It's misquoted by everybody because they show you the soundbite that they want you to hear. And the same thing happens with travel coaches and everybody else. What position is the person in, and what is their goal, and what do they reap to benefit from whatever they're saying? So for me, again, you already heard what I said. Sustainably, safely get to the student athlete's goal and not have to pay for the side effects of short-sighted decisions that were not made with all the information. And that means this: you'll hear, oh well, specializing is bad. Okay, let's get real clear on this. Specializing before the age of 15 is usually what the research is about. Sometimes the research is about specializing before the age of 12. Now let's clarify. What does that mean? Before the age of 15, you're talking about some 15-year-olds are freshmen in high school. Some of them are sophomores in high school. In a rare case, you're talking about an eighth grader, okay? But the bottom line is, we're talking about somebody who's probably in eighth, ninth, or 10th grade. That's on the 15-year-old side. For some of the research, it's not 15, it's actually 12 to 13. So when you hear somebody shout out to you, specializing is dangerous, they need to be real clear and cite their facts. What's dangerous? What's so dangerous about it? Okay? Or on the flip side, what's so good about three sports? Because if your goal is to get to a Division 1 level and nobody knows who you are, do you think that they're going to show up in wherever you're from to actually watch you play one-on-one, or that you're going to get their attention playing against the level of competition you're going to play against in high school? That's the question. Hold that thought for a second.